My official name is William Frederick Bigelow II, but over the years when I was younger I went by Billy, and now I go by Bill Bigelow. And I am Richard Allen Bigelow's fourth child but first son. I would describe my father in one word as complicated. There are multiple one words that I could use, which was stoic or strong or stern, selfless. That's why I use the one word of complicated, because it's not just simply one word that can capture the character and essence of my father. My father was born in 1934, which was pretty much the height of the Depression, in a small town in Pennsylvania. His childhood, in my opinion, was very difficult, but he came from a home that was well provided for and utilitarian with regard to their lifestyle. My father and his father and my great-grandfather were all house painters. My father, once he got married, he got on at the mill, and if you got one of those mill jobs, it came with insurance and it came with benefits, and so he started working, which then led to him actually becoming a union organizer in the textile industry. Some of my earliest memories of my father is when he was coming home after working third shift, and my father, who had been working all night long, would come in the door to his then young wife and 4 children, and then have to kind of pitch in during the day after he'd worked all night long. And while working in the textile mill, my father was recruited by the union to attempt to get the unionization of textiles mills that were in the South. Because of that, we eventually relocated from Pennsylvania to Durham, North Carolina. Once he got here, the textile industries started shutting down, and my father then went back to house painting. My father loved Pennsylvania. He loved the Amish countryside. It held a lot of his childhood memories. However, he made North Carolina his home. That's where his children grew up. That's where his business was. And oh, by the way, it's a lot less cold in the winter in North Carolina. What I learned from my father is a commitment to the children that you bore, to teach them the skills that they need to succeed in life, to teach them to be good members of society, to teach them to work hard, to have a purpose in life, and focus on those things that are important, and that family overall is much more important than any kind of success that you might achieve in life. What I'd like my children to learn about fatherhood from me is that it's a gift from God, and that your children are your responsibility, and that is a commitment that you have for at least 18 years, but really for life. Initially, it's all about keeping them safe and teaching them right from wrong and those types of things, but as a dad, it's important to remember that as they grow and they mature, that you too must see them in a different light, and not see them just as those young things that you're here to protect and provide for, but to continue to grow with them into their adulthood so that you can maintain those relationships and they can understand perhaps some wisdom that you've gained, and then apply it to their lives as they are deciding to have families, where to live, all of those experiences, so that you can be a part of it with them and not just grandpa sitting back in a place that you no longer live. My favorite memory of my father, and this is going to sound terrible, is, so I worked for my father, and one time he was having to replace an electrical plug as part of the work we were doing, and he had me go down in the basement and flip the switches in the breaker box until he could identify the one that sent power to this particular plug. Once he found it, he yelled and told me, "Yep, that's the one, don't turn it off." And so he started working on the plug, and I thought he said, "Turn it back on," and I hit the breaker switch and I hear this, "Ah!" from the other room, and I inadvertently gave my dad a pretty bad shock. My dad, as you can imagine, growing up in a household with 5 women and then 2 boys, when decisions are being made, my dad, when things kind of got chaotic, would kind of stop the conversation by saying, "Well, whatever."